I think I wasn't always a feminist in the traditional sense. I always had questions. I did not always follow cultural norms as concerns how women should behave or should act. And I always questioned it when I was corrected, especially with you should not talk to a man in a certain way, or you should not behave towards a man in a certain way. I always had my issues with that because I had a dad who encouraged me to use my brain all the time and encouraged me to read and expand and to argue on everything. I had a brother who did not see me as, oh, you're a girl, so don't do this. He basically let me do whatever he did, except drinking a lot. So I drink by myself these days, me and my best friend. So I think I just always had this thing of, why should there be a restriction to me because I'm a woman? Why should there be this thing that as a woman you should not do this, you should not talk to a man a certain way, you should not behave in a certain way when men are around? But I didn't really link that to feminism in the purest sense until I took a couple of courses on that. So strictly speaking, as a feminist, I'm like maybe a year old. Yeah. Wow. I picked a lot of it from books and from home culture. So I think maybe my earliest influences would probably be my parents, my dad more than my mom. As I said earlier, my dad was always argue everything on an intellectual level. He was very much brain versus brawn. If you can think it, you can figure out a way around it. He didn't, growing up, he didn't make me see that, oh, okay, you're a girl, so you should do girl things. I mean, a lot of parents, a lot of dads, and my dad was the type that didn't even like cooking at all. He could not even boil water properly. He did not see the need for me to spend so much time in the kitchen. He actually liked it when I was in the sitting room with him watching football, and we would talk about whatever, like football and politics and what is happening in society and all the rest. So I think he was an influence. And then the books that I started reading, Prof. Amatayedum, I read articles from Prof. Audrey Gajakpo for a very long time. More recently, I read more of Chimamanda Adichie's work as well. A lot of material like that. So those are my influences, you can say. I think that kind of rolls back to the intersectional argument. Because being a woman is one level of it. Then when you're a black woman, that's a whole other ball game as well. Even without being a feminist, as a black woman, you are seen as less than, almost constantly all the time. In Ghana, culture will make you less than. If you travel outside, you are less than the white man, the white woman. You're like on the third rung of less than. You are over-sexualized. You are fetishized. You're made a fetish of. You are seen as somebody who, if you're an intellectual, it means that you somehow got it from some man's penis, osmosically, like. You are constantly, it's a almost constant battle to validate yourself, and it can be quite exhausting, it's something it's now, that's also the part of my feminism journey that I've also started encountering, how I have to now know I am not just a woman. I am a woman with my degrees. I make my money. I did not make my money having sex with some random man. I made it honestly. There's all these things around you all the time, these misconceptions and preconceptions and ideas, and these really, really lewd, horrible jokes that they make about women, especially career women. And why am I even limiting it only to career women? Even women who are in non-professional, like they're in trade or whatever. If they make a certain amount of money, people feel that, oh, it's juju. Like, it's like there is no way you can make your money, honestly. Are you kidding me? Do you always have to get it off somebody? Can I not do it on my own? So that can make you hard. It can make you kind of heartless. It can make you want to shut your doors and just say, you know what, humanity sucks. Everybody should leave me alone. But that also kind of defeats the purpose. So, yeah. It's hard, man. It's hard.